Wrote you another one today. Listen, let's talk about this. Okay, there is no more Power Five. That is outdated. We know this. We can admit it. It is now the SEC and the Big Ten and no one else. After the SEC added Oklahoma and Texas and the Big Ten added the Los Angeles schools, it's ball game. They are now two eaters at the table of college football. And I'm going to make a claim. All right. I don't think this should be controversial. I know you can hear where I'm from. I grew up in SEC country. I spent the first half of my life halfway in Jordan-Hare Stadium every single Saturday, just about. So it is not uncommon, I feel like, for people like me to really put rooting for the conference very high in their estimation of what it means to be a fan of college football. I am going to make the case that that is short-sighted. I understand why people do it. You want your conference to be well positioned because it makes your team well positioned, theoretically. But I'm going to make a statement that is factual. You don't have to like it, but it's true. Not everything that's good for your conference is good for you. Not everything that's good for your conference is good for your team. And so in this piece, I ask the question, how long are we going to let these remaining two eaters at the table of college football continue to eat without stopping? They are going to monetize every single aspect of this sport until it is only slightly better than the NFL. Instead of what it is now and what it always has been, miles better than the NFL. The NCAA is not up to the task of regulating that, but we do need something besides the SEC and the Big Ten to step in. And I make the case here for something that did exist once upon a time, and we should perhaps in public and out loud make the case that it should exist again, and that is the College Football Association. That was a media rights conglomerate, essentially, that existed in the 80s. The Big Ten wasn't part of it. It did its own thing with the Pac 12, or Pac 10 at that time. But those things are done now. And I think we should advocate for a return to a single entity negotiating media rights that would help immensely get this thing under control. Because right now, I'm telling you, they're undermining the basis for what makes this sport special, which will ultimately undermine the sport itself. Go give it a read. It's free, by the way. It's free.